Hey everyone, Anthony at AFT Dog Training. I'm going to show you us working with Ashton. Ashton's up for adoption from Pit Bull Paws Rescue. He needs a very strong leader, let's say no cats. He gets along with my dogs, but again, this is what I do for a living. My dogs, just because they get along with my dogs are stable. I have a stable pack. Doesn't mean that he's going to be able to deal with a real crazy wired dog that doesn't have any training, but might be the sweetest dog. So I would say he probably should be in the only dog in the home. But what I'm going to show you here is how we're going to apply and teach him a place command, right? He's learning, and I'm using the remote collar. There's a training center, so I have a tie back on the leash. So I'm going to try to use spatial pressure and remote collar communication and then reward him for going on the placemat and throwing a treat for him to go off of it with a release command or break. So when we're doing our training, you hear break, we want him to understand when I actually say break. So I'm very big on saying the dog's name and then releasing. Remember, he's still learning. So this is not like one of my dogs where I can by now after the break. This is some of the brattiness that we're dealing with this dog. All right, so that's why he's here. In my opinion, too much love, not enough structure in the home. What do I mean by that? If you're not applying structure and a balance of yes and no in the home, and what's allowed and what's not, the dog will take advantage of that. Kids do the same exact thing. I know, I have 3 kids, so I also coach Little League. They will do the same exact thing. That's a fact. So, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you, he came off. I'm going to go on 5 on the mini educator, all right? So, I want to fix the leash here because that communication is not good. I don't like that. So you see what I mean? So, pressure, Ashton place, good. Good. I didn't get the reward immediately. He was looking for it in his hand, which I never really get it in his hand, but that's what he was looking for. So when he's on here now, I applied pressure on the remote about a second or 2 before I asked for it. Why do I do that? That's to give him a chance for it to register, and then I'm putting a verbal command to it. Now, we're at a stage here where I don't want to give so much leash pressure up to him, right? So I'm allowing the tie back to be there, and I'm not holding the leash. I want the dog to understand that when I say place, that means to go to place. This is a place, this is an object, and I want you to stay on that object. So I'm going to do it again. Let it register. Ashton, place. He's feeling the tickle. Pressure's off. Good. Gets a reward. Now that he's on there, I don't give a reward for this. I don't give a remote collar pressure for this. This is done to let him release from it. All right? So Ashton, break. That means that he can come off of there. But it doesn't give him the whole freedom of walking around here because I had that tie back. All right? The reason for this is because he's really struggling with maintaining the place coming in. So this happens with my dog Cider. He also has a short attention span that I adopted, but he's learning to be in place, right? And he'll start learning as you're seeing, right? So very good. I will give him a reward for the day. Good. And then I'm going to do it again. Ashton, break. Good. Now I'm going to apply. Give him a second to get off. Ashton, place. Pressure's on. All 4s are on. Good. When I'm training, I'm not talking like this. So it's the dog's looking for the words. See all these words I'm saying? he's hearing them, but he doesn't understand what they've been saying, but he's looking for that word. I can start naming this spaghetti, and he would go on there. Spaghetti, and he would go on there, you know. I have some colleagues of mine that the dog is trained in multiple languages, and they can do this stuff. It's awesome. So again, Ashton, break. I want him to come all the way off. Ashton, place. Good, pressure's off. All right, so I hope that helps you understand the training style and method that we're using here. A 5 on here, as you can see in the videos when I'm working on my daughter, and she has a remote on her hand, and I think she didn't feel it until it was like 12 or 13. A 5 on here is so low. I want the least amount of aversiveness to the communication. What do I mean by that? If you have a leash on the dog, there's any tension, that's a lot more of a sensation than having the remote collar sensation. If you have a harness on the dog and the dog's pulling, forget about it. You know, these are the force on the harness and the dog's pulling and acting a nut is 10 times that of this, probably 100 times the thing, 5 on this week. So he's doing really good. All right. It's a treat. Even though he stood up there, and then you know, I'm not getting into the technical things like, oh, he stood up, we stood doing a treat again. No, I like to give him a treat when he's doing this down, because that's what he struggles with, is just staying in that down. Right. Good. So I hope this video helps a little bit understanding how we use the remote to teach this. Right. You don't see him shut down or anything like that. It's just crazy stories that people tell. Crazy, nutty. They tell these stories because it makes them feel better. It doesn't actually have any factual behind it or anything that could back it up. Right? So they'll tell these stories, oh, the remote collar is going to explode, or it's going to freaking, shut the dog down. These are all things that other trainers are jealous because they don't know how to use it. And they want to make up lies to make their training style of giving salami and a magical wand feel better about themselves, right? So we're all about practical, real-world dog training. If you're interested in learning how to do this more, we have some fantastic programs. Check them out at aftdogtraining.com. We're in the process of redoing our website. There's a lot of cool features coming, so stay tuned for that. And we have some pack walks and stuff going on. We have some shelter and rescue seminars going on. We are booked out with like board and trains, and the remote collar class is sold out. So if you're interested in learning this stuff, I would sign up as soon as possible so we can get you in. All right? Thanks for watching. You have a nice day. Good boy.